Greetings, Mavericks and new viewers. Tonight, direct and live from the Maverick News Network World Studios. This is Maverick News with Rick Walker.
There is someone out there tonight that I think needs our help. A freedom fighter who has been on this program, who is frustrated. I think he feels lonely. And like all of us, he, I think, is a victim of the pandemic and government policies, but more than that, he's a victim of lies. Lies that he believes to be true, like so many of us. And like all of us, he's having trouble, I think, figuring out what's real and what isn't. And that's taking a lot of people to a very dangerous place. Dangerous in different ways. And it's sad. I'm so tired. I've lost track of the years. How long has it been since we went through that pandemic? I can't keep track. I can't keep track of the years and the months for the wars that aren't wars in this Orwellian post-truth reality we're living in. Where war is peace and peace is war. And people are losing their minds. What do we have going on this week? We have preliminary hearing for someone who attempted to assassinate the president of the United States, and it's getting some coverage. And how many attempts have there been? What did we see in Montreal recently? A gunman. Death. Police officer killed. Man, I'll tell you, since I've been sitting in this chair since the pandemic, I've seen truly, truly horrific things. Beyond what you're seeing, even on social media, because I've been so focused and so on it. I've seen, I won't even tell you some of the things that I have in my files that I've never shown people, but they were out there for a short time until the authorities scrubbed them after people committed horrific acts like mass shootings or self-immolations. But it's more than that. It is just this ongoing epidemic of depression, isolation, and radicalization. It's real. It's out there. And I think a lot of people are in denial over it because they've been labeled, they're accused of being racist this or homophobic that. And I think in some cases it's just straight up true. The people who are targeted with those labels, of course, instantly push back and deny it, not only to the world, but to themselves. When it's blatantly just straight up true. And why is that happening? Because of the radicalization. And where is that coming from? Government, political activists, people who say you shouldn't be believing the mainstream media and the mainstream media. It's coming from all sides. extreme views and extreme politics. It's extremism in every way, on all levels, all the time, 24/7, 365. On your phone, in your face, in your head, in all of our heads. And tonight we have somebody out there who's suffering. Someone I've called a friend. He may not believe it, but it's true. He's been a friend of this channel at times and other times not. He's confused. And he's been surrounded by people at times that don't really have his best interests at heart. They've used him. They've abused him. They've kicked him to the curb. And he's all alone, from what I see. I told him a long time ago, his salvation is right here. Because here we truly are pursuing truth. Not to say that we ever actually get to absolute truth, but that is our real goal. It's not about spinning a narrative. It's not about political activism. You know, it really from the very beginning of me sitting in this chair again and coming back to the thing that I think do best, practicing journalism. I did it to protect our rights and our freedoms. Protect you, to protect the country, to protect the rule of law, to protect the Constitution, to protect our goddamn country. But when I say it, I mean to protect the country. It's not some coded word. It's not some coded phrase. It's not doublespeak. It's not newspeak. It's just me straight up saying, I love my country and I love what it has always been for me. And I'm here to protect that, to preserve it, to make it better. I understand that there are problems with it, but I'm here to try to fix it up, not to tear it down and destroy it. But people are so confused. They've been misled. There was a recent poll that I saw online this past week, and I won't tell you where it was because I don't want to mark anybody out. I'm trying to do constructive things here. I'm not trying to hurt anybody. I'm trying to help everybody. Even when it looks like I'm attacking somebody, it's because they're hurting somebody, and I'm trying to protect somebody from being hurt by whoever it is that I'm calling out. Tonight, I'm trying to help somebody in particular because the needs of the one outweigh the needs of the many tonight, I think, and even all the other stories that are out there. Stories that are being used even as we speak to ramp up emotions, get everybody angry, divide everybody. It's all political. You want to talk about the Gordie Howe Bridge? Okay, that story blew up overnight. Oh, Carney caved. That's the headline from the so-called conservatives who aren't even really conservatives. They're influencers. They're paid influencers, generally speaking. They're turning that into a political issue, blaming it on Carney. Oh, I can go on about that. And yeah, okay, so he's the dude in charge right now, and I guess he could try to stand his ground and blah, blah, blah. But the truth of the matter is it was a deal that was done a long time ago with Stephen Harper, a conservative prime minister. He's the guy who inked the deal. He's the guy who signed on the bottom line with President Obama. And why did that happen? Because there was trust. It was the before times. It was when Canada and the United States were friends. We could trust each other, trading partners, peaceful, support each other. Somebody attacks you, we're right there to help you. You sign an agreement, it's a deal. Not so now, because we're in this post-truth reality, which isn't truth at all. And the guy leading the charge on that front has his own social media platform called Truth, which is just freaking a lie. Welcome to 1980 freaking 4. No wonder my friend is in a state of despair tonight. And what are we going to do about it? I'm going to show you. Maybe we can do something. Maybe we can help him. Maybe, but even if we can't, and I don't know that he can be helped, because it's been a long time. It's been a lot of propaganda, a lot of brainwashing, frankly, in my opinion. It's been a lot of anger and rage building up over a long period of time, amplified by distortions and lies on social media, lies told to him by people that he thought were trying to help him, lies from people that he thought he could trust, and political propaganda, which has just been straight up lies on all sides. One side lying about the other side, exaggerations, and it's just, so I don't know if he can be helped, but I'll tell you this, I'm sure we can learn from this tonight. And we need to, because it is happening everywhere, all the time, to everyone. And some people are more vulnerable than others. But it's dangerous. And the first thing we need to do is see it, recognize it, acknowledge it, understand it, if we can. Let's take a short break. We'll come back. We'll start digging into it. We are the Mavericks. Welcome to the Matrix, baby. Hope you like the view. We are the Mavericks. The world is watching. We are the Mavericks. All right. So I've had a couple of people phoning me, concerned because they've been watching this online. Let's just pull up a piece of a clip here, first of all, from, well, we'll start right here. This is Rudy Bruce. Yeah, it's true. He used to have a sizable online social media following. He's mad.
Total bullshit. There we go. There we go. Oh, yeah, you're just a whole bunch of bullshit. Not getting the message out there. You're just bullshit. You're total bullshit. Hope you're proud of yourselves. You know. Total bullshit.
This is part of a 3-hour
total bullshit
broadcast.
Total fucking bullshit.
Hello there. Thank you for joining us. This is the...
Okay. He sat there in his trailer for like 3 hours a couple of nights ago. He's been kicked off Facebook because obviously what he's saying is just too much for them. No, I've been banned off Facebook myself, so I get it. But no, this is something more serious from what I'm seeing. Because Rudy, you know, he's been doing the social media thing for a long time, going back like 11 years. But he's like angry right now. And he's lost his audience. By the time he gets to the end of that clip, and I'll run it for you a little later. But when he gets near the end of that thing, he's telling everybody to F off. And he's angry about some very specific things that, these are all the talking points that especially people on the freedom side, morally on the conservative side, because that's the world that he lives in right now, and I think there's some radicalization that goes on the other side for sure too, right? But I think he's in a bit of trouble because I think he's, shall we say, very emotional. I want to choose my words carefully here because I want this to be helpful and constructive. But I'm going to play for you now a video that Rudy Bruce, a trucker, freedom convoy guy, right? Freedom fighter who has been involved in politics for over a decade. Going to play for you a video from the earliest days of his YouTube channel, the before times. And you can compare the two men because these are two totally different people. The Rudy Bruce from like 11 years ago and the Rudy Bruce of today. It is incredibly dramatic. It is disturbing to me. This is 11 years ago, and this is him introducing his YouTube channel.
Hello, YouTube, and welcome to my channel. And my channel is kind of like I want your opinions on issues that I put forth about a variety of different things, mostly politics and marijuana, the marijuana legislation that's coming into Canada, and a number of other things. And I'd like you to be involved. I'd like you to voice your opinions and get active to the political agenda that's in front of us all, both Canadian and American. I think we've got to get stronger in creating a voice, a strong voice, for many reasons. I think we're all smart people. I think we can kind of figure that one out. Why we need to stand up for our civil liberties, our rights, and make things known that things aren't right or things are right or whatever have you. It's an open forum channel, and I'm hoping to work with other YouTubers that are out there so we can get a stronger voice, to get the message out there, to get our governments on the right track. Our governments are kind of not on the right track at the best of times. And I think if we had a stronger voice in society, that it would help, to tell government that they're working for us and not we're working for them. So we need this. We need to develop a strong voice in our society, especially now. Our ages are becoming, or our technology is becoming more advanced and what have you. So it's about time that we stop taking it up the ass and doing something about it. And that's what this channel is all about. And I invite you to voice your opinions, get on the bandwagon, because if you don't, then what's the possibilities here if we don't say something? Is it going to be another Nazi type of thing happen in the future with things? Who knows? But we have to take control or a voice of what's going on.
So there he is 11 years ago. And he's concerned about extremism. He's concerned about Nazism. He's, I think, of pretty even keel. He's calm. He wants to engage in political discourse. It's just a mild-mannered trucker. And things have sure changed, right? What happened? A lot. As I was saying, there was a poll taken in this past week. Just I noticed it online. And it was like, which country is the greatest threat to Canada? And the options were Iran, China, the United States, and the Canadian government. I answered the poll so I could see the result. And it was revealing. What do you think the result of that poll was? 86% of the people, and these would be people from, shall we say, the right wing of the political spectrum, answering this poll. So it's slanted that way. 86% of them said the Canadian government is the biggest threat to the Canadian government and to Canada, because the Canadian government is the enemy. Think about that for a moment. And this is something that I've had said to me by a prominent politician, by people in some political parties. The Canadian government is the enemy. Well, if the Canadian government is the enemy and you're calling for people to rise up against it, that seems to me to be pretty radical. So we've gone from 11 years ago, and I'm not trying to put words in Rudy Bruce's mouth here. He can do that for himself tonight. I'm referring specifically to this poll, okay? But you saw how Rudy Bruce was like 11 years ago, and I think that was where most people were 11 years ago. The people have been sucked down deep into dark rabbit holes over the past decade. Oh, and it started with Trudeau. I'm no fan. Marijuana legalization, drug liberalization, and you can trace the homeless problem straight back to that point in time, in my view. And I can assemble the data to correlate exactly what I'm talking about here tonight. Drugs at the root, I think, of the serious homeless problem and a lot of the crime going on in this country as well, being blamed, frankly, on a lot of, the immigrants. That's a whole separate issue, but they're being used as a scapegoat, and we're going to come back to that. But there you go, 11 years ago, Rudy Bruce, pretty mild-mannered, even-keeled, and some strong language there, going to take it up to you-know-what, and just calling it the way he sees it, even back then. But I don't think he was calling for people to rise up in some sort of an insurrection or anything, or whatever he means by that. And I, again, don't want to put words in his mouth, but he's said things even on this program at times that were a little too extreme for me over the years. Very extreme at one point, but we'll just say he was a little over emotional that night. But there's a lot of self-censorship that goes on when you're live on the air too. And I know things that have been said, not just by him, but by many people in my travels over the past decade in private. And you know of what I speak, a lot of you. Yes, you do. Not to say that you're there, because the vast majority of you aren't. And if you're here as part of our regular family, I'm pretty sure that you're not. Because a lot of those people are gone. My goal is to hopefully bring them all back when they open the other eye and see what's really going on. And that's, I hope, what we're doing here tonight. Helping people open the other eye so that they can see the whole picture. It's bad, man. What's happened? What's happened to Rudy Bruce? 40 years behind the wheel of a truck. How many millions of miles is that? And he's bitter. And a lot of that is self-destruction, in my view, because he's been so immersed in social media as a live streamer for 11 years that, just like myself, it's easy to get emotionally invested in things. It's easy to be manipulated. Like so many people, it's addictive, and it's easy to be led astray because the algorithms put you in your echo chamber. We've all talked about this. And they're playing mind games with us. There is an info war on, and there is a war on for your mind. They want you thinking a certain way, but the main thing is they want you angry. Why do you think they locked us all down? But you see, it's not just, you see, it's hard to explain this. This is where I'm at with it. You may be in a different place. I suspect that many of you are. But the answer is not to just blame the government. That's not what it's about. That's not why you got locked down. Somebody caused all that. I've been talking about it. You're picking up when I'm laying down, right? Somebody caused the snowball, the chain reaction that resulted in the worldwide lockdowns. Government after government. But I'll tell you this, they don't have all of these politicians in their back pockets. It's a system. They know how to manipulate the system. They know that if you press this button, you get that reaction. They know how to make it all work, set it all up. Conspiracy? No, just really good at manipulating things. And so when the pandemic came along, real, fake, whatever, it doesn't matter. Point is, it happened, and it was exploited by a lot of different people, but especially, and I think you can see who it really has benefited the most. I'm looking straight at the White House. And maybe at China. They could have been working together for all I know. I mean, who the hell knows? You've got the United States and other countries involved in that Wuhan lab and blah, 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 blah. It doesn't matter. The point is, it happened. And because all those things happened, the pandemic, the mandates, the lockdowns, the masking, all of those things, and the lies, that's what resulted in radicalization and mental health issues for a lot of people too. It's not just the government. It's the people on the other side too, because man, there's been so much lying over there. So much lying. It makes me want to puke. I got sucked into a lot of it, especially in the early days. Social media, brand new thing. And then political opportunists, political activists, especially from smaller political organizations, parties, activism groups, and then you get these people also on there just scaring the hell out of people to get more clicks and make money online. And it became this cesspool of information. And if you've got somebody like myself or Rudy Bruce or anybody else who's on social media constantly, consuming news constantly, consuming all of the content constantly, it affects your brain. It has to. I have to take breaks because it is so all consuming. It is mind altering. Rudy Bruce, I'm sure, has been immersed in this. I have said for a long time that I think I was lucky because my training in media, my background in media, working in media all my life, I was able to see things on social media a little differently than other people. But Rudy, he's a trucker. That's what he did for 40 years. But his life into that truck, driving across the country, back and forth, we're dropping loads. And he's bitter because now what's he got? A trailer to live in. And yeah, he's angry. So things haven't worked out, I don't think, quite the way that he would like at the end of his career. And then the lockdowns come along and he's vulnerable because he is angry. He is bitter. Things haven't worked out. And you have a lot of people filling his head with messages that appeal to him because he has been oppressed. He has been slighted. He has been unappreciated. And we should appreciate Rudy because he did devote his life to driving that truck all over the damn country, delivering stuff for us. Damn hero, every one of them. They keep the economy rolling. They keep us fed. They keep us clothed. If you've got it, somebody brought it by truck. And so he feels unappreciated. And I get it. But that makes him vulnerable and impressionable, especially when you lock people down and take away their freedom, especially from a Canadian or an American, people who are accustomed to living free. But see, the people who said, everything the mainstream media is telling you is a lie, they're lying to you too. Tucker Carlson and all of these guys. I'm disgusted. I look at Tucker frickin' Carlson promoting tobacco. Joe Rogan did a program last week, I think it was, about the health benefits of smoking. Make me freaking puke. I didn't watch it. I saw what the subject was. Tell that to the people dying of emphysema and lung cancer in the hospice. We know better. I thought. But so vulnerable are we that we'll accept their messages because you can't believe mainstream media. So I guess Tucker Carlson, who used to work in mainstream media, he's telling you the truth, right? Not. What about Rudy Bruce? Well, he was in there. I mean, when that pandemic hit, like so many others, including myself, that's when I first made contact with him. Like, I don't even remember exactly how we came across each other, just through social media and my live streams, which we began because of the Freedom Convoy. Then I'm became aware of him, and he came on the program like so many others at the time. And what was he doing? Same thing I was doing. He was trying to figure it out, and trying to fight back against the assault on our rights and freedoms as Canadians. Didn't work out so great. That's what he was doing. But as time went on, I could see that, like many, many people that I first encountered, then often became friends with, a lot of them have drifted away from here and from me. Some of them have become very angry with me. And, I'll tell you why. Because some of those people literally told me point blank to my face, or over, private chats, whatever, that they wanted to rise up and have some sort of a revolution against the goddamn government. Like violent. And I was like, F off. Like, not, I was like, no, I'm opposed to that. Well, you're not a real freedom fighter. Well, screw you. You're not a real freedom fighter. And those people, brainwashed. But I'm still hearing it from people, even now. I'll tell you this, how I know these people have been lying? Look at what happened this past week. The Allison inquiry. It's like the National Citizens Inquiry 2.0 or whatever. They've had a bunch of these different inquiries now. It's like they're just doing like a series of them because they're just becoming these political activist, anti-government pseudo trials. They're like mock trials is what they are. And the NCI, which, I think served a useful purpose at the time, and even the recommendations and things that they came out with at the end of it, I think those were largely on target because of what they were. The National Citizens Inquiry into the pandemic, right, and the government response to it, not government sanctioned, but it's just a mock trial. But it wasn't a proper process. At the end of the day, they reached the conclusion, a verdict, if you will, before even the first witness even spoke. So it's not valid, but it's useful. Like, it's a useful tool because at least it gives people a voice, some of whom otherwise wouldn't have a voice. And we carried it like I live every single day. And rightly so. I think, it was a valid thing, but it's become a perpetual thing now, and they just keep going on. But here's how I know that the people who, at the heart of that Freedom Convoy, a lot of them, and during the pandemic, like, that was the issue, right? Well, a lot of those issues have still to this day not really been resolved. And the Allison inquiry, I mean, they're kind of rekindling some of this, but now it's about the vaccine injuries. And there's lies on both sides of that, huge exaggerations, from when the vaccines first came out, that there's no possibility of any kind of side effects at all. It's 100% safe and effective, and just get it or else. We're not taking your freedom away, blah, 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 but we're going to take your freedom away if you don't get it. And I'm like, what the hell is this? So those were all a bunch of lies. And then, on the other side now, it's, you've got the extremist view that the vaccines are the source of a mass genocide. And I'm looking around and I'm like, oh, I don't know. And then I'm really looking up and I've dug into the numbers, and there's a lot of lying going on there too. No question that, yes, I think that there have been some side effects. But this Allison inquiry, here's how I know people are lying about their convictions toward all of this stuff. They announced the inquiry last week on Parliament Hill. I purposely did not mention it because I noticed not very many people are talking about it. They speak volumes through their silence. People who centered their political activism, they were up in arms. They were like, this is the issue, man. Like, if we don't solve this, we're doomed. So now here we go. I think you get to donate to it too, probably. Right? So they're doing it all again, this on the vaccine thing. But in the past week, I've only seen like a few reports on it, kind of, and even then from some of the sort of conservative, right-wing, populist live streamers, news outlets, etc. They mentioned it, but they didn't really focus on it or amplify it. And then a lot of the people who are really involved, even some people who got arrested during the pandemic and the lockdowns and so on, they haven't talked about it at all. Like, no mention. And do you know why? Because the Allison inquiry is a Conservative Party creation, just being fronted for them by the man, Sean Buckley, who ran the National Citizens Inquiry, because he's been doing the series of these things. And I don't want to take anything away from Sean Buckley and what he's doing, but these have become political exercises. And that's clearly why some people talk about it, other people don't, because it's just entirely freaking political for a lot of them. And so when they were saying that, it's all about the pandemic and it's all about the lockdowns and your rights and your freedoms and on and on and on, that's bunk. It's about the politics and the pursuit of power. But because it's not their party, they're not talking about it. So where's the conviction? And who's participating in this thing? It's not a valid act. It's not really a valid process, because you're not going to get all players, all stakeholders testifying and participating. It will be partisan. It will be biased. It will be distorted. It will be a mind twister, because it will, when the report comes out, it will be slanted, as all of these mock trials and mock inquiries are, because you don't get everybody involved testifying, and it's not a proper process. And even when they take an oath, there's no weight behind it, no teeth. There's no penalty if people lie. And I'll tell you right now, I saw people lying. I know they lied, some of them, during the National Citizens Inquiry. Straight up. Not the POAC, Public Order Emergency Commission inquiry afterward. Those, if you take an oath at that, that's a proper government-run inquiry, and they tried to discredit that. But if you lied there, you could be held accountable. Serious penalties for that. I'm pretty sure some people lied there too, but weren't called out for it and never did pay a price for it. But I watched that. We ran that front to back too, bumper to bumper, top to bottom, beginning to end. Too much lying. People lying under oath, people lying on social media, people lying about being, committed and having convictions about these issues. And not just lying, but I mean intentionally lying to distort facts, exaggerating numbers, like gross exaggerations, taking everything to the extreme. And who does that the best? Donald J. frickin' Trump. he opens his mouth, he's pretty much lying. Job stats, inflation rate, totally obliterated the nuclear program. I don't even know if there is a nuclear freaking program in Iran. And can I believe CNN? Can I believe Fox? Can I believe the independent people? Who really has the information? Do I believe everything coming out of CENTCOM? And I sure as hell don't believe anything coming out of Donald Trump's mouth anymore. But he's given everybody an excuse. He's given people the template to lie their asses off. It's like you have to now, and it's all excusable. It's all fine, especially in certain circumstances. It's justified, especially if the government's lying to you, then we better lie too. Because how else are we going to fight back? And so you get these really extreme ideas, positions, stories, narratives. That's what Rudy Bruce is suffering through. 11 years ago, mild-mannered trucker sucked down into a rabbit hole like all the rest of us because of the pandemic. But as I keep saying to everybody, don't stare into the abyss too long, or you will get sucked down in it and become the very thing that you are fighting against. There he is 11 years ago talking about, he doesn't like Nazis. He obviously is against extremism. He was not calling, from everything I can see, for any kind of a rising up. But that's become like just a common phrase now, especially among a lot of these political groups. And I've seen it become more and more and more prominent. And this goddamn thing, the whole thing of this freedom movement or whatever it was, continues to be, whatever it is, it's basically a giant frickin' lot of it a lie. Lie. You can't find the truth anymore. And it was completely frickin' organized from before. As I showed you on that chart, which I was able to verify, where it showed the whole organization of the convoy and everything, which happened the chart was made long before the organic convoy ever rolled. It was all pre-planned. So far in advance that there was no way it could have unfolded the way that we were told, that it just kind of came together organically. Horse manure. Manipulated. And then I'm seeing what's going on the other side of the border in the 51st state rhetoric now. And I mean, it's just like the masks are off. And who's partying with the U.S. ambassador to Canada, Pete Hoekstra, for the 250th anniversary shindig at his embassy home here in Canada? You just look at the guest list. It's a who's who of the separatist movement. Connect the dots. That's what it's been about the whole goddamn time. Pandemic? No. Lockdowns? Nope. Masks? Nope. Jabs? Nope. Those are just little steps along the way. And that's why all the protesting, all the crap never actually stopped. Even after the lockdowns ended and the mask mandates came off, and we were supposed to be slowly getting back to normal, and it seemed like things were, but then they just moved on to the next issue and the next issue and the next issue and the next issue. Child trafficking, exaggerated numbers, lying about that. Oh, it's a problem, but to the scale that they were making it out to be. And then you saw the not really. No, they were lying about the numbers. I dug into those stats too. And a lot of that stuff was just blatant, straight up exaggeration to enrage us, especially if you are Christian, especially if you're particularly sensitive to children being harmed, or especially if you're buying into the narrative and the rhetoric coming from people like Alex Jones over a long time. Drip, 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 drip. Repackaged anti-Semitism, protocols of the elders of Zion, with a new facade on it, and then fed to us And I see the results on BitChute. I see the results online. I see, the anger and the hatred and the division and the extremism and the racism, which is very much real and true. And the anger. And it's the anger that is the key to the whole thing. They want you angry. They've had you angry. It's, many of us, and I'm resisting it. Of course I was angry. I can't remember when I've ever been so angry as when they locked us down. That's why to this day I say Justin Trudeau, worst prime minister in Canadian history. But I'm astute enough politically to understand that Justin Trudeau was not the architect of it. He did not have the power. He was a puppet, a pawn, and probably an unwitting one, doing what people were demanding of him. If you think back, the majority of people wanted to have everything locked down because they were so goddamn scared. So him being a politician, being very obedient to the polls, said, yeah, I guess we better lock everything down because the vast majority of people are calling for it. And of course, we over here saying, no, we don't want it locked down, but we were in a minority position. So nobody was listening to us. And then it became a political issue because it was so emotional, so divisive. And then what happened? People losing their minds became so enraged that they wanted to throw us. If you weren't jabbed, remember the poll headline, Toronto Star, I believe it was, put them all in a concentration camp. I had a politician say to me during the one election that breathing was a privilege, not a right. A conservative. How am I supposed to support that? Screw that. That enraged me. Yeah, I was angry. As angry as anybody, maybe more so. So angry, I guess, that it's turned into stubbornness and determination, and I'm still sitting in this chair. And it hurts me. It pains me. It hurts my heart to see what they've done to Rudy. But it's not just, it's mostly not the government, frankly, of Canada that has done this to Rudy Bruce. Justin Trudeau's poor judgment, in my view, and his decision to lock everybody down makes him the worst prime minister in Canadian history, and the other decisions surrounding all of that stuff and the government, yeah, absolutely wrong, but in lockstep with what all the other governments were doing, including the United States. And a lot of that stuff was those directives coming straight out of the White House. The Trump administration setting the stage for it, setting the tone, all the way through. Fauci, he was Trump's guy, never got rid of him, but throws him under the bus. It's all his fault. Was it? Scapegoat. Said it before, said it many times. You combine that, I'm looking at what Trump is doing, the assault on our country, literally threatening to invade us. Hello. But I love the United States. It's not the US. It's not the United States so much. It's Trump. It's him. And it's the people right around him and their objective to kind of take things from other countries. It's the most un-American presidency in American history. This is not the America that I know. This is not really America. This is an aberration. This is Trump 2.0, and it is directly tied to everything that I'm talking about here. He's a master manipulator. The information war dominated by the White House. That's why even tonight, this enraging story with the Gordie Howe Bridge reopening. Oh, it's all Mark Carney's fault. No, you know whose fault it is? It's Donald frickin' Trump's fault. It's as simple as that. Now, I can go back and I can point fingers at Obama, and I can point fingers at Stephen Harper too. Harper, not a liberal. Harper was a conservative. He's the guy who signed the original contract that was so loosely written had so many loopholes in it because they never thought that the federal government would intervene on what was essentially a federal government and government of Michigan agreement on this cross-border crossing. But it was conservative Prime Minister Stephen Harper, who some people are now so paranoid on the other side, they're saying that, just another more proof that Stephen Harper just sells Canada out, and the conservatives selling Canada out to the United States via now Trump. And I'll tell you this, like Trudeau comes in and he takes power, and what did you get? You got cost overruns. That's what you got on the damn thing, and delays and opening it. And I wouldn't be surprised if you dug into the books, you found a bunch of corruption. But what the hell do I know? I haven't seen the financials on it. That being said, the issue itself is being used to enrage people, get people angry, to divide people. Oh, look, he caved in, elbozos. Yeah, well, you know what? You come and try and take my country, you might get an elbow in the fucking face. Excuse my language. There's some truth for you. It's not a good idea for one country to invade another. It's not a good idea for one country to threaten to invade another country, especially when it's your best freaking friend. You come into the corner and you want to play hockey with me and you're going to get rough, you're going to get an elbow in the fucking face. Especially if you're picking on my goddamn friend. I've been there. You want to play hockey? Come on up. It ain't going to go that well. Not that I'm calling for anything. I'm talking about just defensive action, and that means putting the barbecue on, making some burgers, and talking it out, I guess, because, man, I'll tell you, I believe in strength through peace. All this stuff going on with the Trumpster, Trump, it's insane. I mean, he is a psychopath. I've been talking about, I saw a video about psychopaths the other day. I was laughing and laughing and laughing because they were just going on about how psychopaths are bad. And I'm like, yep, that's pretty much it. Psychopaths are bad. Got one in the White House. Psychopaths bad, but he's turning a lot of people into, I don't know, turning them into something that they're not. Twisting things, just playing with people's minds to the point where you don't know what's up, you don't know what's down. We've been snorthed. Don't know whether you're going south, north, east, west. Don't know whether you're coming or going. To the point where you think that it's your government that is the enemy, and you're calling to protect your country, and you're calling for people to rise up to protect the country. Stand up for Canada while you're what you're calling, you want, it doesn't make any sense. The government's the enemy. You got to rise up, defend Canada by destroying Canada. And obviously the government, our kind of government, no good. So get rid of it all, tear it all down. Well, that's not Canada anymore, man. Then you're not defending Canada. That's exactly where they want you, your mindset. And that's why Rudy is so freaking paranoid. He really is paranoid. I mean, like so many other people now, it's like I'm being spied on. And that's why I've refused to use that little tool that live streamers use all the time. I've shied away from it. Sometimes I'm pretty sure that I am sort of being throttled or whatever by the algorithms and the social media companies. But when I have computer problems, I have computer problems. It's not some government spy agency that, it's not CSIS or the RCMP or the FBI or the CIA coming in here and, shutting my computer down. I think that I've had, from time to time, maybe a little bit of surveillance. And I think the internet companies do some wacky things, but generally speaking, like unless I've got real, like, I know they're throttling people, that's for sure. And Rudy's going through that too. They've taken his audience away. Okay. But he's like ultra paranoid to the point where he thinks all the people in his chat, all of them are cyber bots, not even real human beings anymore. And it gets worse.
Or am I talking to a bunch of government bots? Okay, government bullshit. I tell you, I'm in Cherryville. Come and arrest me. Come and try and arrest me, okay, motherfuckers? Come on. I'm right here.
I don't think
How many
they're watching
guys are going to stand up for this country? How many of you guys have some kahunas? How many of you guys in Canada are going to stand up for this country that you were born in? How many guys are there left in Canada? How many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How many? We have 13 in here. How many of you Canadian guys are going to stand up for this country?
Yeah, when he says stand up, what do you think he really means? I know what he means. We got more. I'll be back.
Blah, blah, blah.
Blah, blah, blah.
Blah, 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 blah.
Blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah, blah.
Blah, 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 blah.
Blah, blah, blah.
Maverick News. No blah, blah, blah.
Where to go from here? I guess it's about blame, right? Different politicians, different political parties, activists, people looking for money, whatever, manipulating people. Rudy was manipulated, has been repeatedly. I've watched it happen repeatedly over time in the time that I've known him. And I think sometimes, well, he's trying to do the right thing. You know, he doesn't realize it. It's okay to look into the abyss, like look at it. So you know that it's there, but don't stare. Don't stare. Or you'll get sucked in. Next thing you know, you're out on an ostrich farm. Yeah, they brought him out there. Oh, I warned him. I mean, that was over the top. All of that crap. And they're still peddling that. U.S. intervention, interference, all the way through the whole damn thing. American money again. I mean, they were just straight up obvious about a lot of it. The U.S. interference. They were using it to do what? To enrage you, to get you angry. Giving the birds names, getting Rudy out there. Just enough incentive. Just enough of the moolah to get him out there so that they could exploit him. They didn't want Rudy, they wanted his audience. And there was a time when he had about 50,000 people watching his broadcast. And for him, it was an opportunity. Fellowship, acceptance, support, some money, a chance to participate in a weird circus again, kind of like Freedom Convoy, only ostrich version, with high public interest, huge public interest, and suddenly he was getting views again, and he was there. And he drove out and became part of it, even though I warned him about it. I said, it ain't what it appears to be, Rudy. But what do I know? I'm just a journalist, and I was just digging in and getting the facts. I wish I'd been wrong. Then maybe I could have had feelings for the named ostriches too, in the way that some people did. Largely forgotten already, I think. But Rudy, he's not forgetting because he went all the way out there. And then in the end, what did they do? What did they do? Well, he got sick. Okay. And then the government that he's been telling everybody is trying to kill him, us, everyone, and commit mass genocide. The government, through the government-run healthcare system, saved his life. You may remember I did have him on the program, and I used a lot of foul language that day because that was a performance on my part, okay? And some people think that I was angry or something. Nope. I wasn't at all. That was entirely a performance to just illustrate to Rudy, to just show him how he behaves. But at the same time, show him how his view of reality is completely distorted. They didn't try to murder him in the hospital. They saved his life. And then when he got out, he just went right back to criticizing the healthcare system that just literally saved his life in another province, in a province that he is not real, that he's not a citizen, like he doesn't live there. But cross-border agreements and like provincially and the federal government and the healthcare system and the total cost to Rudy Bruce for saving his life in a major operation, because he's not a very healthy guy. As you can see, he drinks too much, smokes too much, has got heart problems and all kinds of complications. And he had a pretty serious medical crisis, emergency. They rushed him to the hospital. They saved his life. Total cost, $0. And I saw that he was right back to, criticizing everything and no, thank you. Really, he wasn't appreciative because he's so far down the rabbit hole that even when something good does happen, he can't acknowledge it because he's addicted to the anger. It's okay to criticize when criticism is justified. But if all you're going to do is perpetually, constantly just drone on in negativity, well, you might just have a freaking heart attack because it's not healthy. It's not healthy for you. It's certainly not healthy for me. It's not healthy for anybody. It's not healthy for our collective mental health. And in the end, it's not even healthy for him because he's lost his audience. He's been so negative that it worked during the pandemic and the Freedom Convoy era because so many people were angry because we were all being locked down and mandated that all you had to do at the time was run a picture of Justin Trudeau, put some caption on a thumbnail title about Trudeau did this terrible thing today, and then just come on and just complain. And you would get a massive number of views, especially if it was related at the time to the convoy. So that's what he was riding. And so was I. But I'm telling you, like I was amazed at the numbers, but I wasn't here for the numbers. I was here for the truth. So I have not been upset like Rudy has been at the numbers dipping down. And I've just been, if you listen to the way I speak, I try to be a little bit more balanced. I did say Trump did a good thing a couple of weeks ago on a consumer file that he wrote an executive order on, but that was beside the point. No, it is the point. I say good things when good things are warranted. It's just some people don't like that. But Rudy, he's like, I'm losing my audience. So he's become more and more negative and more and more and more negative. And I'm seeing the same attitude among some, especially, less prominent political groups, let's say. And in the smaller groups where I listen to these people speak, they've come to the conclusion that the path to power is to become more and more extreme in their rhetoric because it gets people more and more enraged, and they see bigger and bigger numbers online, and they think that's the answer. And that's one of the reasons you're getting so much extremism in the politics, is because the people respond online. But as I've said, that is misguided, because just because you're getting a lot of views online doesn't mean that all the people watching you agree with you. Probably 50% of them don't agree. And they're watching because they're enraged. And the people who do watch you are enraged because they're enraged with the people on the other side. And as they're fighting in the chat and fighting here and fighting there, the algorithm supports that, rewards it, and you get more. But now that's spilling out into the real world, in real strategies, real political policies, because people have been conditioned like Pavlov's dog. Enrage the people and rinse and repeat. But don't do it just on social media. Now do it in the real world too. And it's screwing with people's heads because that means there's a lot of lying going on. And Rudy can't tell what's true, what isn't anymore. And part of the rage game that's being played right now is to find a scapegoat. And that's been a big buildup over time, hasn't it? Yes, it has. You can have different views on immigration. I've talked about it here myself. And it's my personal opinion that it has to be handled responsibly, but I'm not really into like targeting people, throwing them into, again, concentration camps, or I'm really not into a giant remigration program, and I'm really not into an alligator Alcatraz Canadian style. I don't want to treat people like that. And if people have been made a promise about citizenship, then we should keep that. And if there are other issues and people legitimately should be leaving the country based on our laws, then that's fine. But we should really be managing all of this to make sure that when people come into the country, we can properly take care of them. And when I say that, I mean by affording proper opportunities to people, making sure that our systems can handle the additional influx of human beings coming into the country, while at the same time maintaining a certain level of service for the people who are already here, so that it's not too disruptive, and so that it doesn't have negative impacts on the economy, that it has positive impacts on the economy. So weighing all of those things, I mean, it's about balance, right? That's what it is for me, but not some people. Some people, they see it as like a zero-sum game, and it has become, even though they'll deny it, it's like, I'm not a racist, but then they say really incredibly racist things. And why have they fallen down into that rabbit hole? It's because they're being radicalized through social media, through the conditioning, through the narratives, through the lies, through the exaggerations, through all of it, and through Donald Trump, who he himself, because of his attitude, his approach to everything, he's given permission to just say what you think and say what you want. And people talking about free speech, you know who I think has too much damn free speech? Elon Musk. Mark Zuckerberg. They have too much free speech. They have way too much money. They have enough money to buy the presidency. They have all the power because they control the social media platforms. They control the algorithms. They control people's minds. And it's only going to get worse with these AI data centers. And I mean, now I'm talking conspiratorially, but it's not a conspiracy. I mean, this is just, it's real. It's happening in real time. And the politics playing out in such disgusting ways, because I'm even seeing, I mean, why would Rebel News just watched a clip with them interviewing somebody, some expert or whatever on data centers, supposedly talking about, how Manitoba is making this huge mistake because they basically blocked an AI data center from being constructed in Manitoba, but praising what Alberta has done and defending that, because of course some people understandably upset because the data center being constructed, approved, without anybody even being consulted, before anybody even knew. And that's what's been going on across the United States too, where I showed you that map with all the data centers. I mean, it's just like a solid, I don't know, what do you call it? A solid mosaic of just red dots, coast to coast in the United States, data centers being built like virtually everywhere. Talking about energy conservation, there won't be conserving any energy. I mean, this is going to be like a giant energy sink. It's like, I don't know if there's going to be any energy left after about a year. I don't even like, how are we going to do this? That's why they're all building their own like modular nuclear reactors to have with them. But anyway, this is a powerful thing, and it's all about controlling your minds. And yeah, it's also about the economy and efficiency and labor displacement and all of those issues. And that's why Rudy is so upset, because after 40 years behind the wheel, the promise of whatever it was that he thought was going to be waiting for him in retirement, it doesn't seem to be there. And so he's disappointed and angry and frustrated. And the pandemic came along and he's angry. So then they've said, well, Rudy, I know It's a terrible thing, isn't it? Your country sucks. Who's telling them that? Oh, the people over there. But it's not the government. It's the 51st Staters and the separatists and the people out at the ostrich farm. Same damn thing. And then the government on the other side is saying, oh, yeah, gee, sorry about that, Rudy. But they do give him his pension, $2,200 a month. Better than a kick in the teeth. Thank God you live in Canada. Because a lot of places, you get nothing. So he's got that. But the dream is dead because the pandemic came along. Everybody got locked down. He was skeptical, of the government to begin with. And he was ripe for the picking. So as that all unfolded and his head got filled full of stuff, he stared into the abyss a few too many times, in my opinion. And it's about the other. Who are you going to blame? Oh, well, who, of course. It's like, he's not racist, he says. I know, and everybody's like, well, I'm not a racist. I'm not racist. Aren't you? Are you sure? Are you angry? Rudy's really angry. After the ostrich farm, they kicked him to the curb, see? They used him for his audience. And then they said, you got to get out of here now, man. And they kicked him to the curb after he got well. Now he's sitting out there somewhere in Cherry Hill or wherever he is in his trailer. And he's pissed. And he ain't got nothing. And he's lost all his viewers, got kicked off Facebook. Nobody's following him over to his YouTube channel. Nobody wants to listen to him because he's coming across as a drunk, angry, bitter, old man. Trust me, I know. After a while, people stop valuing you. You're not relevant after, 30? Yeah, you're going to find out. Come on into the corner with me. I don't agree with Rudy on a lot of things. I really don't. I don't like a lot of the stuff he says. I am appalled. I'm going to run a clip. Viewer discretion advised. Don't agree with his methods. I don't like that. I'm just not in his camp because the way he wants things done. And, oh my God. But I understand. I feel for him. Hey man, I'm there too. In a lot of ways. But you can't let the anger get to you. You're going to get sucked down into the abyss. He's down there right now in that deep, dark place, and he needs help. That's why I'm doing this tonight. He needs our help because they kicked him to the curb. These people that he thought were his friends, they didn't give a shit. But Rudy Bruce, I told him a long time ago, your salvation is right here, Rudy. Because right here, I am your friend. And so when I was calling you out on the healthcare thing, saying, yeah, but Rudy, they didn't try to murder you. They saved your life. That was a friend talking. When I said, Rudy, not a good idea to go out there, man. They're not what they appear to be. This is not a good thing. This is manipulation. It's some grifting. It's this, it's that. It's all these negative, terrible, awful things. And these people don't love Canada. And they burned the Canadian flag out there, and then they kicked him to the curb. Tell me I'm wrong. My heart's breaking. Because they're breaking Rudy. If he isn't already broken. And he's blaming others for his problems. Other people who really are not the ones who put the ideas in his head. Other people that they're not the ones who made you angry. They're just the ones that they want you to direct your anger at, Rudy.
Fucking assholes that would come up with that kind of fucking shit.
Immigrants.
I'm a racist. Are you fucking kidding me? Are you fucked in the head? You come to this country, and our people in Canada are put on the back burner because of you motherfuckers. Really? And I'm the bad guy? Really? Are you fucking kidding me? Did I not make that clear enough? I'm the bad guy. People can't get a job in this country because of all the immigrants coming into this country, and I'm the bad guy? They can't support their rent. They can't buy groceries. They're going to the food bank, and I'm the bad guy. Really? I'm the bad guy. I'm the bad guy. And we have 13 of you concerned Canadians out of 49 million Canadians in Canada. I'm the bad guy. I'll tell you something. I'm not the bad guy. I'm a fucking Canadian, you motherfucker, okay? I'm not the bad guy. I'm a concerned Canadian about the fucking bullshit that's going on in this country, okay? You fucking ignorant fuck. And I'm the bad guy. Go fuck yourself, okay? You go fuck yourself. I'm the bad guy. Go fuck yourself, okay? You're shitting on our beaches. You're fucking getting $80,000 a year from our fucking corrupt government, and I'm the bad guy. You fucking fucks. Here's the grand finale of my broadcast, and I'm the bad guy. You fucking fucks. You fucking lowlife motherfuckers, okay? I'm the bad guy? You fucking cocksuckers? I'm the bad guy? I think you better give your head a shake, okay? I'm not the bad guy. I tell you something. I'm a concerned Canadian about the corrupt government in this country. That's what I am, okay? And the corrupt government let you motherfuckers into this country. You motherfuckers, okay? You know who I'm talking to. You motherfuckers, okay? I'm the bad guy? You fucking lowlife motherfuckers. I'm not the bad guy. I'm a Canadian, Okay, you motherfuckers. You fucking pieces of shit. You come to this country and you fucking shit on all our Canadian culture. I'm the bad guy? Are you fucked? Are you somehow fucked in the head? I'm the bad guy? I don't think so. I'm not the bad guy. I'm the concerned Canadian out of all these guys in Canada who don't seem to have enough balls to stand up for their country. I'm not the bad guy. I'm the guy.
The scary part is he really is just saying things out loud because of the truth serum he's been drinking that other people are saying in private. I know that to be true. Why? Anger? You think he's thinking straight? No, he's not. Are you? Am I? I got to do a reality check every day. Look into the mirror. Because we're living in the strangest, weirdest of times. $50,000 viewers he used to have watching him. For that, 13, 15. I think he hit a peak at 20. That's not because of the algorithm. That's because that's so toxic that people don't want to touch it. People are tired of it. And yet, it's spreading. And they're blinded. They don't even realize, I think, that they're there. Or maybe on the way. Or maybe they were there the whole time and they were just hiding it. I'm not sure. Because it's not so much as I used to say that I don't recognize my country anymore. When I said that, I meant I can't believe the government's locking us down. I can't believe that they're violating our charter rights, constitutional rights in Canada. I couldn't believe it. Didn't recognize the country anymore. Other people mean that in a different way. Rudy being one of them. Yeah, it's different. It's always going to be different. But I'm doing my best to remain calm through the chaos. And as I say, Rudy paranoid, and it's not, you see, they're not just abandoning him on social media because he's saying such toxic things about immigrants. He's so angry, he's blaming everyone now because he's, I guess, just not able to come to any kind of rational conclusion or come to any kind of a strategy or a plan to fix things for himself or the country or anybody. Even tried to organize something at one point and got one person who showed up, he said. He's down and out. He's lonely. He doesn't have his following anymore. And he's lashing out at you and me. He wants you to learn from his opening song for his broadcast here. And then he basically tells the world to F off.
Total bullshit. There we go. There we go. Oh, yeah, you're just a whole bunch of bullshit. Not getting the message out there. You're just bullshit. You're total bullshit. Hope you're proud of yourselves. You know.
Talking to you, by the way, and the people.
Total bullshit.
Angry because they didn't share his broadcast.
Total bullshit. Total fucking bullshit.
Hello there. Thank you for joining us. This is the Rudy Bruce broadcast. You focus on the truth. I focus on the facts. People.
You know, if you listen to this tune, you might learn something.
Of Canada, your voice will speak a million strong. If we come together and fight what's going on, we got homeless people living in tents. Be compassionate, do not judge, because 200,000 of us are using food banks. Where's the pride? Where's the pride? Where's our money we slave for? They cover it up. The working man is living poor. Rudy has true leadership.
It is
Speaking for
absurd.
the ones who are tired of this shit. Make the government officials
It is
get
funny.
a grip. For everyone
As dark as it
loses
all
the
is, it's
respect. Something's wrong, open your eyes. They tell us lies. You're blinded to this and mowing your lawn. United, we stand, divided we fall.
So if you don't understand that shit, I don't know what you understand. Oh, you know, fucked in the head. Fucked really in the head. Don't even tune into my broadcast tomorrow, because I'm doing a broadcast every fucking day. And I mean, if you don't give a fuck about your country, don't even fucking watch my broadcast. Okay? Don't even fucking pay attention to fuck all I'm saying. You know, go fuck yourself. Don't even give a fuck. You know what I mean? I don't give a fuck about you. You fucking low-life fucking motherfuckers. Don't even give a second thought to tuning in my broadcast tomorrow. Okay, you motherfuckers. Go ahead, make up your excuse and all your bullshit. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. I really fucking don't. I don't give a fuck about you fucking Canadians that don't give a fuck about your country. Really, I don't. So that's it. That's it. The 9 Canadians in here. Go somewhere else. I don't give a fuck about your shit. Go somewhere else. Till next time, I'm just getting the word out there.
Not really. Not many people watching anymore, Rudy. You told them all to have off. I've been known to do that on occasion myself. Trying to stay calm.
Hello.
Rudy, it's Rick Walker.
Hi, Rick. How are you?
I'm doing fine. I just did a broadcast and ran a bunch of stuff from your program the other night, and I wanted to call and I just wanted to say a couple of things. First of all, I do appreciate you,
Oh,
and I want to say thank you because after I listened to that whole thing,
mhm. Which one? The one where I was drunk or the one before that?
I get the one where you're drunk. Yes, but I wanted to say thank you because you know what, man. Like I said on the broadcast tonight, 40 years behind the wheel, and you delivered all our crap, and thank you for that. That's a tough gig, and no accidents, and keeping everybody safe. That's a serious deal, man.
Well, 40 years of it, yeah.
Yeah. So thank you for that. And, you know, I said tonight, too, that you've been a friend. And even though I think you got sucked into that stupid ostrich farm shit, I still appreciate you. And I could see from the broadcast the other night that like so many of us here, you know, I say that we're a family of misfits over here at Maverick, right? We're a bunch of Mavericks, but we're Maverick misfits because we just don't fit in places. And I, you know, a lot of us here feel very lonely a lot of the time. And I just wanted to call and let you know, man, that whether you like it or not, you're part of us over here. And you're not alone, okay? Even though you might feel like you're alone, you're not. We're all here together, and I just wanted to call and tell you that.
Yeah, it sure feels like it though sometimes.
I know. I feel like that too sometimes.
I mean, these fucking Canadians. I mean, since the convoy, they don't even mention anything about the first one hardly anymore.
Yeah.
In fact, they don't.
They don't. Yeah.
It's all about the 2020 convoy. Well, there was another convoy before that one. And, you know, but anyway, since that, the last convoy to Ottawa, it seems like everybody just lost everything. I mean, like, just won't fucking do anything. You know, I mean, there was that protest in Vancouver not too long ago about AI thing, and that didn't even make the headlines. I mean, it was I mean, there was a lot of people there apparently, and it didn't even make the fucking news or nothing.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah. And they're railroading this whole country with this AI bullshit. And if you've been paying attention to the AI stuff, they're concerned about a lot of the drinking water now.
Of course.
And the amount of wattage that them things are going to take. And for what? What are these fucking things for? But the bottom line is they're being made to basically give us an electronic prison, with more cameras that are going to come out and more facial recognition. And then they're going to move into digital ID, digital money. The whole fucking thing is coming on us. And nobody's doing a damn thing about it. I mean, it's just like, it's going to be built. They're going to be built. They're going to rip up take all the water from everybody. And then the water price is going to go up like sky high.
Yeah.
And all these fucking corrupt motherfuckers are getting away with this shit.
Yeah. But, and here's the thing. This is what my program's kind of about tonight. There is all this bad stuff going on, right? But we can't let ourselves get sucked into the negativity so much that we become part of the problem. And so we have to focus on positive things. We have to keep our heads straight. We can't let anger prevail. We need to be calm and rational and think about things. And we have to pursue real truth, like not narratives, not listen to these political crazy people, not listen to the people who are just trying to profit or manipulate us. And there's almost all that going on all sides. It isn't just the government, it's other people too, like other political parties and political activist groups and people just looking for money. And the motivations are long and detailed. So and when I'm listening to your broadcast, I hear the anger and I hear the, I know, but there's, but I don't mind saying it. But we can't, it's too many people, Rudy, being, suffering.
My situation. Okay. 11 years of doing what I do, right? On social media. Okay. 11 years. Okay. And I tried to put together a rally here not too long ago. Not a fucking person showed interest. Not a person showed up except a little old lady, 81 years old, that needed medical attention. And I sent her to the hospital in an ambulance. Okay. And then I'm thinking, well, let's put together a media camp because of the fucking algorithm is knocking us off the map. Okay. I mean, it's just ripping us apart. So the voice, I mean, I've got numbers, but not like it should be. Okay. I mean, I've got something like 80, 90,000 people looking at the thing every 28 days. You know what I mean? I used to have 50,000 in a heartbeat. Okay. When I first started off. And then just before COVID hit, then I started saying, don't take the jab. Because I looked into this mRNA bullshit. Okay. And I was saying flat out, don't take the jab. Don't take the jab. Okay. And I was going into different things like frontline doctors. I was putting their stuff up and the rest of it. And they knocked me off for 90 days at a turn on Facebook. Okay. 3 times. Yeah. Because when I got back on, I ran right back at it. Okay. I wouldn't give a fuck. Yeah. I went right back at it. Okay.
Well, so, yeah, and I don't want to get into all of that tonight.
No, but I'm just saying.
I understand. I get it. I do understand.
Years, I've done everything I possibly could to, and I've even gone out and done speeches in Calgary and Edmonton and Regina, and over 11 years. Now, like I said, since the convoy happened and the government did what they did, okay, and it was deemed illegal what they did, okay, people are still not getting up off their ass to do anything about anything, okay? So when they're doing that, it means they're accepting. The acceptance is there to let it happen, And every day that nobody does shit, it means the government's going to keep on coming, and they're going to keep on coming harder and harder. Well, look at all these bills.
Okay, Rudy.
Yeah.
It's going to be okay.
Boy.
It's going to be okay. We're going to get there.
I'd like to think that.
Absolutely. Trust me on this.
And
okay?
then the cars.
No. I don't want to get into the issues tonight. This is just me calling you as a friend, because I watched your broadcast. You were breaking my heart, because it was
it's breaking my heart what's happening to the country.
Well, it's breaking.
It really is.
Well, okay. I know, Rudy. You got to dial it down, dude.
Yeah.
Just, okay. Dial it down for you.
Now since that day.
Yeah.
I'm taking I'm taking a break, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, and I know. You're in the abyss, dude. You're in a deep, dark place. And, and
I totally agree.
And
I agree with you. I totally agree.
And you're not doing. It's like you're being in an airplane going down,
mm-hmm.
and you need to put your oxygen mask on right now. Okay. So do your oxygen mask first, so that you can help other people, because right now, I think you're asphyxiating, and you got to come back up into the light. You got to get that plane back up in the air, dude. So this is just me calling as a friend. Just that's all I wanted to do.
I get it, Rick.
Tonight.
I get it. I mean, I get it.
Yeah, and
I appreciate the call.
We're going to be okay. We're going to get solutions to these problems. But as I told you a long time ago, man, like, your salvation is partly over here, because I'm not being paid off by a political party. I'm not like, I'm just here pursuing the truth. And when I was trying to convey stuff, like, you don't have to believe everything I say. You're obviously not going to, but I'm not. Some of these people around you, they've just used you. And I think you're seeing that now. You know that. You've said it.
Could be.
I mean, you know. So anyway,
the only thing I was interested in looking at was the fact of the birds, not their business.
Well,
their business is probably pretty fucked. I mean, really. I agree.
I understand, but they,
but
anyway.
I mean, regarding the birds.
And again, I don't want to get into that whole thing again, because we did that ad nauseum. And if I'm sorry I even ever became aware of this stupid farm. Okay. I never wanted to ever talk about it. But here we go again. Bottom line is, okay. A lot of us feel lonely a lot of the time these days, especially, and things have never been the same since the lockdowns and the mandates and the pandemic and all that stuff. Everything has changed. A lot of us have changed. And I just want you to know that regardless of what is going on, you've got friends over here, and you can always call here, and there's very little I can do to change anybody's situation but I can offer encouragement and a hand of friendship and support in various ways. I'm just trying to spread a little bit of light, bring a little bit of light into that deep, dark abyss that I know that you are in, as many people are right now. I just here to try and pull you up a little bit to get you back in, get you a little bit of vitamin D from the sun. Okay.
Well, I didn't even do a broadcast on Friday. I didn't do one today. Yeah. I'm just going to take a breather a little bit. And I don't know. I'm just having a hard time wrapping my head around the fact people are not seeing it. You know what I mean? Yeah,
but here's the thing, Rudy. It's just like this, because I can see what you're going through, and I totally understand it, because I've been immersed in it so deeply myself, right? But there's distortion there. And a lot of the people who have been telling us, you can't listen to those people because they're just, everything they're telling you is a lie. A lot of those people also lying or exaggerating their asses off. And they're all in one way or another trying to get us angry. And
they got me angry.
I know, I can see that, but that's a bit of a trap because
maybe I went a little over the top.
Well, because yes, because when we're angry,
so aggravating that.
Yes,
like I say, I mean, I think I explained it already. It's pretty aggravating.
It is, but if you're angry, you're not thinking straight. You're not thinking straight when you're angry, right? Nobody thinks straight when they're angry. So that's all I mean when we got to dial it back. I've had to dial it back, right?
Too many beers didn't help either.
Yeah, too much truth. I call it truth serum, and that's why I don't use it, right? Because it's I just don't, because I want my mind straight and clear all the time. No drugs, no alcohol, no tobacco. I don't do any of that stuff. So I want my mind clear. I'm trying to live in the real world.
I mean, like I said, when I've been through this thing 11 years, and like I say, it seems like Canadians are just sitting back and accepting it.
Okay. And again, you know what? Just think something. I'm hoping that I can just purge all that from your head for just a brief moment tonight and just say, hey, it's a friend calling and nothing else in your mind. That's it. That's it. No politics, all of that gone. Just one human being to another, one Canadian to another.
Yeah.
I love you. No matter what terrible things you might say about me.
I don't say anything bad about you or anybody. No, I don't.
Yes, you do. Yes, you have. Yes, you did. But it's okay. It's okay. I love you anyway, and that's what I'm calling to say tonight. So it's going to be okay. We're Canadians.
So what did you do on the show? How did you present that?
Well, I did the whole thing about you, dude, because I'm worried. I'm worried. You can go back and watch it. It's up. You'll see it tonight. I saw your broadcast, and I'm not blaming you. You're a victim, as far as I'm concerned. Like all of us have been victims, and like all of us Mavericks here, you, like us, you're just one of the misfits, dude. In fact, you are like you're a misfit. You're a misfit of honor because you have the ultimate misfit name. I thought of you when we were creating these Christmas songs. We have a whole song called named Rudy.
Oh.
Yeah, and it's all about a freedom fighting reindeer and the whole thing, man. Yeah, we got
right
and I was thinking about you, and it's Rudy. So the ultimate misfit, and he ends up being a hero in the end. And I think you, and I hope that my call tonight inspires you to use your superpowers for good, never for evil, right?
Well,
and
I'm not going down that road. I mean, I'm just pissed off.
I know. So, but anyway, we're here, and we will prevail. I know that we will. And you can be part. You can be. No politics. No politics. No politics. No. You can be. Oh, dude, no politics. This is just me calling you as a friend, saying everything's going to be okay. One way or another, we will prevail, and you are one of the misfits over here. I'm just here to show you some light and show you some love, and I hope that rubs off. And that's it. That's it, man.
Okay.
That's all.
Okay. Well, when did you do this show?
We're doing it right now, dude.
We're doing it right now.
We're doing it right now. I'm just ending it now. It's the whole thing. It's on. You can go find it, and then you can get mad or whatever. I don't care, because I love you, and you can call me and bitch at me or whatever if I said anything wrong. But it is what it is. You're everything's cool here. I just want you to know that there's a lot of hurting people out there right now.
I know.
And
there's going to be more.
But it's going to be okay. And that's what we're here for. Okay. Because we're the Mavericks.
Yeah.
We're going to make it. Okay.
That's really kind of like wishful thinking.
No, dude. No. We have to just for tonight, okay, just for the moment, I don't even care if you pretend to be happy. Okay?
Well,
I need you to help me with my mental health, okay? And just pretend to be happy and say something positive to sign me off tonight.
What's that?
Just to end the conversation for me right now with something positive.
Oh, something positive.
Yeah, something, anything.
Well, that people will understand and wake up and understand really what's going on in this country. That would be the most positive thing that could be.
Okay, how about something completely unrelated to all of that? Like just anything positive, like you're going to have pancakes in the morning with your favorite maple syrup, or like anything, just something happy. Or the weather is fantastic and I'm looking forward to the sun coming up tomorrow. Something.
Every day that the sun comes up in the morning is a good thing. I mean, there's no problem there.
All right.
I mean, but when it's a rainy day, it's kind of rainy. It's not so great, but when the sun comes out, well, that's a good sign. But we know it's going to be hot, and you just got to prepare for yourself, prepare it. But I've got solar panels now up, and
good.
I don't have to run the generator as much.
That's
anymore.
a positive thing. Saves money.
And I talked to my friend Gritch.
Uh-huh.
He says that there should be quite a few parts around for that truck, so not to panic. I was going to panic and head
good.
off to Saskatoon and get a
No
different
need
truck.
to panic. No need to panic.
But he says not to panic, so
Right.
I'm kind of relaxing off on that. So
Awesome.
I'm carrying on with getting my trailer upgraded and
Okay.
staying off the grid. And,
Good.
you know, hopefully we can still get this media camp running. And we've got lots of room for that. You know,
Uh-huh.
people getting involved would really make me happy.
All right. Well, I don't even know anything about that. But I'll tell you what, we'll just end the conversation on the positive note that you're making progress and you're building something out there that you're, trying to put some positive energy into. And I can accept all of that. And I think that's awesome. And we'll have a further conversation, we can talk to each other in the days ahead or whatever. And you can fill me in on this media camp thing that you're trying to build or whatever. But for tonight, is the weather going to be good tomorrow?
Oh yeah, we've got sunshine in the
All right.
in the works for a while, but the only problem there is we've got some forest fires going on around.
Oh no, dude, no, I don't want to hear about it. No, just is the sun coming up tomorrow?
Oh yeah, I think so.
All right. Any day above ground is a good day.
Yeah.
Right?
If
All
the
right.
temperature drops a little bit, that'll be okay too.
Well, we can hope for that, but
As long as we have the
still
sunshine.
embrace the sunshine tomorrow. All right. All right. Okay, Rudy, I'm going to hang up.
Okay, Rick.
I'll talk to you later. Love you, man. And
Thanks for the call.
I'll catch you and everybody else on the flip side.
Okay, buddy.
This has been a Maverick Multimedia production.